Oh, well, we all have our heroes, but John Sargent's met a man in Nottingham who worships, well, we'll give you one guess.
Robin Hood,
yes, it'll be him. It's not Brian Clough, it's Robin Hood.
Come to Nottingham Castle. What does that make you think of? The Sheriff of Nottingham? No. You think of Robin Hood. Is it a subject to be obsessed by? Well, I've met a man who thinks it is. Well, I know who you are.
Alison.
You're Robin Hood, aren't you?
That's me, yeah.
Now, look, do you really think you are Robin Hood?
No, not at all.
I suppose the point is that Robin Hood didn't really exist, did he?
Oh, yeah, he did, most certainly.
He did exist?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But was he as we expect him to be?
No, certainly not. And he didn't really start becoming a hero until the 16th century.
Right.
Before then, he was very much a subversive character. You can view Robin Hood as what most people might call today a freedom fighter.
Right.
That's pretty much more what he was. But he wasn't adverse to killing at all. He didn't rob from the rich and give to the poor. That doesn't actually enter the story. For the
but he was very
years.
good, though, with his arrows. And
That's right, yeah.
Tony is the living Robin Hood expert at one of the city's biggest tourist attractions. He spends most of his waking hours wearing a tunic and leathers.
There are lots of Robin Hoods in Nottingham. Doesn't that annoy you?
It all depends on how good he is.
You want to be the best,
annoys
though, don't
me.
you? You
Well, I
want to
am
be-
the best.
Oh, right. What makes a good Robin Hood?
Not wearing a little green pointed hat and green tights is always a good example of being a good Robin
Not
Hood.
being
No,
Walt
no.
Disney. And not wearing green, because that's not really green.
No,
is it?
no.
What is that?
Well, Lincoln Green isn't green. A lot of people think it is. In fact,
yeah.
Lincoln Green is the name of the material and not the colour. They fixed the colour green using an arsenic solution, and you'd wear it, you'd get a bit sweaty in the summer, or it'd rain in the winter, it would activate the arsenic in the material, soak into the skin, and it would kill you. I'm really very passionate about the legend of Robin Hood, especially nowadays that people are just messing about with it. Filmmakers and television production companies have to be responsible for what they're doing.
You're not attacking the BBC, are you?
Well, yeah, I am actually.
Oh. Not sure about that.
Well, you know, I'm not sure...
What's wrong? Now, what's wrong about the BBC
Everything.
series? Why?
Everything. It's not about Robin Hood.
Will you tolerate this injustice? I, for one, will not.
When I go into schools, they actually think that Robin Hood is like Jonas Armstrong. It just causes so much confusion when I'm going in there and they're going, but you don't even look like Robin Hood. Maybe I don't look like Robin Hood, but the information I give them is from 25 years of research.
Go.
Ready?
No!
Back at home, Tony makes his own weapons and equipment.
Wow. A museum to Robin Hood.
Authenticity is an obsession. Everything is historically accurate, down to the real goose feathers he uses to fletch his arrows. But does his passion for the legend extend to his love life?
Any girlfriend that you're going to have has got to, well, they've got to have the qualities of Maid Marian. She's got to be able to shoot with an arrow.
Yeah, well, that's always an advantage.
Yeah?
I would like somebody who could ride.
She's got to ride a horse.
As for fighting and shooting, well, I can teach her how to do those.
And she's got to hate the Normans too, isn't she? And agree to be with an outlaw.
That's it.
You don't regard this as taking it too far. This
No,
is...
this is merely my workplace.
I see. This museum is just a normal home.
Yeah. Well, it is to me, you know.
Yeah.
It is to me.
Yeah. Tony has convinced me that he's playing a worthwhile role as Robin Hood. Nottingham needs him. We all need him. And the next time a young person says to you that they want to be Robin Hood when they grow up, instead of saying, how silly, you can say, well, someone's got to do it.
Well, I wonder what would have happened if Robin Hood had won the lottery, eh? It's a story...
Giving it all to the poor, I
Of course he would have, yes. Now, this is a